everybody, welcome. It's Timmy here, independent designer with Couture, and I am thrilled to be with you here tonight. I hope you're having a great day. I can't believe it's Thursday. Somehow I missed yesterday. I don't know why I missed yesterday. You know, Wednesday, if you know me, is usually my Survivor night. And it was Survivor, but I totally missed it. So somehow the end of the week is already here, and I don't know how that happened. But if you're joining me, welcome. It's great to have you here. Be sure to say hi and send me a wave and let me know how you're doing. It's always great to talk with you while we're going live, creating some projects together. Tonight, we are going to be playing with our club transfer of the month. And this is a beauty. There are so many fun ways that we can use this. Keep growing, keep going, keep growing. If you have any friends that love gardening, this is super cute. I actually did it, as you probably saw in some pictures on my page, on a sweatshirt that I wore to my vendor event last weekend. And everyone wanted to know if I was like a gardening aficionado. Hey, I see Miss Kaylee's watching. That's my daughter. Hey, Kay. I don't have much of a green thumb, I admit, but I love flowers. I don't know about you. Do you have a favorite flower? I'd love it if you'd tell me in the comments what your favorite flower is. But I think this is really stinking cute. And actually, one of my favorite flowers is on here. Two of them, actually. Can you see which ones? Some spring ones, the daffodils. Are the daffodils popping at your house yet? I'd love to know. And the hyacinth. And I don't know what the rest of these are, but they're awfully stinking cute. We are going to be chalking this beauty on a bag. So I found this cute bag at the hobby store. You know the one. And I just thought, what a fun surface this will be for us to be able to put it on a bag and give it to a friend who loves to garden or carry some fun things in it. It's actually really pretty deep, and it's really a nice bag. So very cool, and I got a nice gusset. It is a little tricky chalking on this, I'll tell you. I did one for a friend with a different design, and you definitely have to keep this still because it's a little bit of an uneven surface. So just so you know, when you're working with it, be patient with yourself, okay? Now, because we are not going to be planning on washing this, I am using paste. If you want to use inks, feel free to use inks. You can use either, whatever makes you happy. If you use our inks, remember that you'll do want to heat set it so that it does become permanent and washable, and it won't wipe away. It's not going to wipe, our chalk is not going to wipe away on this, so you don't have to worry about that at all. So if you have some kind of fabric that you want to work on and you don't have ink yet, don't worry about it. For this bag, since it's not something I'm going to be throwing in the wash, I have no worries about this going on my paste. But you can see, since this isn't super flat, I got to make sure that I press down on this pretty well so that it stays adhered and where I want it to go. So let me just line this up. This is actually probably, I don't think it's the transfer, I think it's the pocket. It's not exactly flat, square, perfect, no worries. 3 colors I'm using today. I have my Couture Coral, pretty fun color, right, for the spring. I got my Pesto, which is one of my favorite greens. Sage is also another one of my favorites. And then our Storm Gray. Could totally use black, but I wanted to kind of keep it kind of muted. So I'm going to be using the Storm on the words, and then I'm also going to be using it on the containers for the plants. And then my plants are going to be either green, or the flowers, we're going to pull in some of this Couture Coral. So if you wanted to make this super simple and you didn't want to have to worry about changing colors, you could just make this whole, each piece their own color. So if you're nervous about that, you could totally do that. So don't let any of this stress you out. One of the great things about creating with chalk is that it's stress-free, right? We have a lot of stress in our lives already. I know y'all do. I know I do. So it's really nice to be able to have an easy, relaxing, breathe, right? Kind of activity where you don't have any stress. So no stress chalking. That's what we're all about. All right. So I am going to start with our storm. And as I said, my plan is to make my containers the storm, and then we're going to use a combination of the pesto for our greenery and our beautiful couture coral for some of the flowers. Now, I haven't used either of these in a little bit, so I'm going to grab my stir stick. I'm also going to grab my water spritzer because I want to make sure that this is nice and easy to spread across my Chalk Couture screen. And this is a pretty full container, but it was definitely a little on the thick side. So I put a decent amount of water in there. Now you can use regular water, you can use distilled water. I know some designers prefer distilled water. You do you, boo, right? Nothing about this should be like stressful, nothing. Now, if this is your first time watching me, be sure to say hi and put a note in there that says you're a newbie, you're a first timer. If you are curious about all of this and want to give it a try, but you don't know where to start or what projects to create with, put new and put tips in the comments as well, because I have a little kind of cheat sheet of must-have products for first-time chalkers. If you want it, it's free. Just let me know and I'll send it to you, okay? I'll give you the link so that you can get that going. You can also find me on my website, and you can also request that free list there. My chalk site, brand new. Sorry, not my chalk site, my website, brand new. Just I'm rebranding it and relaunching it. Got a little work to do still on it, but you can go check it out. It is www.createwithtimmy.com. So working on my branding. So I'd love to get your feedback and hear what you think. All right. Now you may also see that there is an opportunity for you to be able to send stars. Totally feel free to do that. Do not feel obligated at all. But stars do help me recognize when you are contributing to my page, and I like to reward that. I appreciate so much those of you that are sharing my project ideas with your friends, and you can easily do that just by hitting the share button. But I can also keep on top of all of that if you use stars. And so feel free, and it gives me an opportunity to kind of call you out and personally thank you too. So if you want to take advantage of that option, you go right ahead. But I also pay attention if you're just sharing me organically as well. And I do very much appreciate that. So I've got my squeegee here. I've loaded it up with our Storm Gray. And notice I'm using my hand to kind of keep the transfer press down. And that's just so that things don't move around on me. I'm also going to use the gray up here, but so I don't put my hand in it, I'm going to do that last. And I'm going to grab another squeegee. I'm also going to grab my little tool here, and I think I'm going to actually use that to do my flowers here first with this beautiful Couture coral. So I want to know, have flowers started to bloom yet at your house? I did just notice at my house that my crocuses are up. My lilacs have some buds on them, so they're ready to come out. And I think I saw a few little shoots of tulips Haven't seen the daffodils yet. I don't know how many daffodils I actually still have left to come up at my house. The darn chipmunks like to eat them, so I'm not sure what's left there. So I'm just hitting the flowers with this multi-tool. Now I know I did not give you advance notice that I was going live today. So if you're not catching me live, and if you are, you'd see that red button right there at the top, then you're catching me on the replay. And regardless, I love that you're here. Be sure to say hi, as I said, and let me know what you think of the project. Give me some thumbs up if you think it's a good one. I see Carrie. I know you haven't gotten your club transfer yet, huh? You know, we're, as designers now, we're getting it so much earlier, which is really fun because we get to kind of play around with it and get ideas before our customers, and we can start to share more with them before the next month comes about. So Carrie, I can't wait to see what you do with yours. So I'm just loading up my green here, making sure I don't get any coral on there. You can also, you know what, use your fingers. Don't be shy about using your fingers to blend if you need. Sometimes it's the easiest way to get into small spots. So feel free to do that. And if you need to cut your squeegees, there is no reason why you shouldn't. So feel free to cut them if you need a little smaller tool to get in where you want it to go. The same thing, I'm just going to get down to the edge there. Now this one's going to be all green, so it's going to be super easy peasy. See, can you see how fast and easy this project is? It's one of the great things about creating with Chalk Couture, right? We know that it just does not take a whole lot of time to complete a project. So if you were looking for a last minute gift, or you needed something to carry your purchases in and wanted a cute little bag for spring, right? Wouldn't this be fast and easy to do? Now, best of all, this comes to you as part of our club program. So if you're curious about what it means to be a club member, it means that you get an exclusive transfer. This is this month's design sent to you. Only you as a club member or us as designers get access to this beautiful transfer. It's not for sale on our website. Otherwise, you can't get it unless you are a club member. And once the month ends, it goes away and the next one comes. As a club member, you get some really great perks and specials. And you get this transfer sent to you automatically right to your door, $19.99 a month. It's a great deal. Oh, thank you, Carrie. I know. I think if you are following me and you've been watching and you're wondering how to get started with using chalk, becoming a club member is a great way to get started, because we send you everything you need to create a project. We give you some project ideas. I have a fabulous VIP group that I'm happy to invite you to, whether you're a club member or not. But if you are a club member, you'll get tons of ideas on a whole slew of ways that you can use this monthly design. And then my club members also share how they use their club designs. So you get some of my ideas, you get some of my fellow designers' ideas. You also will get other customers' ideas about how it is they use it. So if you're like, yeah, that's really great, but I don't know how I'd use it more than just the way that it comes with, I'm not sure if I'll get much use out of it. Trust me, we'll make sure that you learn everything that you need to learn so that you use it successfully. So you can see, pretty full here, right? $4.95 shipping for club members. You're right, Carrie, is pretty darn awesome. As a club member, anytime you place an order on my chalk site thereafter, we will only charge you $4.95 flat rate shipping. So no matter what you buy or how much you buy, you'll only have to pay a $4.95 flat rate shipping for that. Now I'm just pulling this up and I'm recognizing there's a couple of spots that I missed or I need to go over a little bit. So that's why I'm going to pull it back kind of slowly just so that I can catch up on that. And again, using my finger to rub in too will help bring it into some of the areas of that screen. Now we're working with a silk screen transfer, so we want to make sure that we get all of the paste or the ink, depending on what you use, in there. So sometimes a little rub helps. And this is really, really cute. I'm loving already how it looks and how it's coming out. I'm gonna grab my green here and see, we'll get a little more of those flowers added. Now, one of the great things with chalk, honestly, is that it's not perfect. I tell all of my peeps that are working with me not to get hung up on perfection. But look how cute this is, right? This is going to dry in about 10 or 15 minutes. If you were using ink instead of our chalk paste, then all you'd want to do is let it air dry thoroughly and then take a piece of parchment paper and put it over your design, and then with your iron gently circle your design until the whole area is covered for about 4 minutes or so. If you're lucky enough to have a heat press, then you can use the heat press, and that only takes 30 seconds, super fast. It's one of the great things about working with a heat press. But that's it, my friends. Look at how cute, right? Wouldn't you think this would make a really cute gift? I bet you moms would love it for Mother's Day if they are in the gardening frame of mind. I have a feeling that it's going to be a hot seller at my craft fair coming up on Saturday. Super cute design and a great little gift for mom, I think. Don't you think? All right, I have so many ideas already that I am queuing up to share with you for this month's club design. So be sure, if you're not yet a member of Timmy's Chalk Happy Home, that's my VIP group, be sure to type in VIP in the comments. I'll make sure that you get an invitation so that you can join. If you like this project and you want to create it yourself, you need to be a club member or become a designer so you can get it in this month's kit. All you need to do is go to my chalk site at chalkcouture.com/Timmy, T-I-M-I, that's me. And you'll see a link right at the top for club members, and you just want to join there. Of course, if you ever have any questions or problems or you need my help, that's what I'm here for. I want to help serve you and help you to make beautiful DIY home decor simply and affordably and quickly. So see how fast that was? Super fast, right? I did make this little tag using this same design earlier. And so this is cute. We can add this right to the edge, right? If we wanted, and add that cute little tag. And like I said, this can be used in so many different ways. So I look forward to hearing and seeing all of your ideas and answering any questions that you have. I would love it if you wanted to join my club. If you need more info, just type club in the comments and I'll be sure to respond to let you know how you can get started. And until we meet again, you guys have a great evening. Thanks so much for being with me here today, and we'll talk soon. Bye.